Welcome to I Am Break. In this week's episode, what we're going to be talking about is a deadly web virus that could be stealing your personal info from your favorite websites, a $1 billion phone MLM scam, Facebook making all kinds of changes that could be affecting you very soon, and your favorite internet marketing forum up for sale and sold. Welcome to I Am Break. This is Jeremy Watson here, and first up, what I want to talk about is a new security virus that is going around on your favorite websites that is actually being able to encrypt the HTTPS to release your personal info to hackers. Now, this has been going on for around 2 years now, and what they found out is that when the HTTPS actually is supposed to encrypt your data when you put it into websites, there's actually a way to unencrypt that info very easily and release it to hackers all around the world. Now, if you haven't heard of this before, which I actually personally went out and asked many of my friends on Facebook if they've heard of this, and not many people have actually heard of this virus or even knew that this was going on. So here's a few of the sites that you should be aware of that is being affected by this virus. Google, Yahoo, Pinterest, Etsy, Netflix, Dropbox, Facebook, and even Instagram. Now down below this video, what I'm going to do is actually post a link to a website that actually releases all the websites that you need to go change your password on immediately after you get done watching this video. So be very careful with this, and even keep up with your bank account, because not very many people know about this. And worst of all, it actually leaves no traces if somebody steals your passwords or email addresses or anything like that. So if somebody hacks into the website, nobody will ever even know that your information was stolen. Telexfree, a well-known MLM phone company, actually was shut down due to a $1 billion scheme. Now, investigators have actually been looking into this company for a while and has been having red flags all around it for some time. But just recently, they actually got shut down and looking into for fraud. Now, they say that authorities in other countries have reportedly been conducting fraud and money laundering investigations involving Telex. So there is many things that are actually going through with this company, and many people are now out of an entire business. It's been said that some people are investing their entire life savings into this company and now are even thinking about suicide because of this. So anybody that has actually been affected from this, I really hope that you actually get the best end of this, even if they have a lawsuit down the road. Keep up with this and see what is actually going to be happening with Telex, and seeing how far this investigation goes to see if they completely shut down this business, see if there's a lawsuit, and see if there's anything that you can do as a representative or a distributor of the company to get any kind of money or compensation back. Next, what I want to merge into is all kinds of Facebook changes that are coming up. The first one I want to talk about is the new event changes that they are making. Now, if you've ever used events on Facebook to promote a party or even like a webinar or something like that, what Facebook has done is actually put a limit on how many invites you can actually send out. So here's how it works. The user cannot send out more than 100 invites at one time, and an event can only have 300 pending invites at once. So if you're trying to actually promote an event to your entire Facebook fan page or your entire Facebook friends, it's not going to happen anymore. What's going to happen is you're going to have to create multiple events for the same day or a different day and invite people to that in different sections. But what's going to happen eventually is this is actually going to probably change in the near future, where you can only have 300 pending invites in total. Keep a lookout for this and all the changes that are going to be coming with event invites. And if this is what you use to actually promote your business, you might want to find another way, because Facebook is really cracking down on the spam and the mass invites and the mass messaging. Next, what I want to talk about is the new look of Facebook PPC. Over the next coming months, what Facebook is actually going to be doing is enlarging the size of the picture on the sidebar for Facebook PPC. Now, they actually posted a post on their Facebook business page where they actually show an image of what this new pay-per-click is going to look like. Now, with this being said, what's going to happen is probably that they can't show as many advertisements to one person on the sidebar, and they're going to have much larger images. So either this is going to affect the timeline where you actually see a lot of ads in your news feed, or the cost of clicks are going to go up for the sidebar as well. Keep a lookout for this and start looking out for these changes and start thinking about how you can start applying these bigger images to your Facebook pay-per-click plan. Now, if you use this as your advertising source, this is going to bring all types of changes to the marketing realm because they're going to be more focused on the images than ever before. Another big update with Facebook is actually how they're forcing users on mobile to switch from the Facebook app to the Messenger app when they want to message their friends. Now, this becomes part of a bigger story that I'm going to talk about in just a minute. But this is starting to roll out in Europe first, and then it's going to be coming to the US very, very soon, where they force all users on mobile apps to actually switch over to the Facebook Messenger app, which they call just Messenger. Now, with that being said, they say that the Messenger app actually works 20% faster than the regular Facebook app to message your friends and family. Now, in order to ease of use, what they actually did is they're adding in a back to newsfeed button right in the app, so you can press it and just go straight back to your Facebook app to see your newsfeed. But with this being said, I personally do not like this because you have to switch from one app to another, which merges me into my next story. Over the last couple months and years, Facebook has been buying up all kinds of startup companies and big explosion companies that are actually in the technology realm. Things like Instagram that they bought for $1 billion and the WhatsApp for $19 billion. So with this being said, what is it that Facebook plans to do with this? Well, just recently, a story from New York Times actually interviewed Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg to see what they had in mind with all these technologies that they are buying. What they found out is they've been working behind the scenes on a project called Creative Labs. And what Creative Labs is basically doing is creating a ton of different apps to release into the marketplace. But what they're actually doing is not putting the Facebook logo on the apps that they are releasing. What they found out is that they can experiment more with multiple apps instead of jamming all these features into one app. So before you know it, you could have a majority of Facebook's apps right on your phone and not even know it. The reason they're doing this is they say that it reduces the risk of ruining one good app and allows them to test multiple different apps and multiple different things that they want to test. And if they succeed, then they have one more space on your mobile device than they had before, whether if they just jammed all the features into the Facebook app. So be on the lookout for new releases from Facebook, even though you won't even know that they are that. Last but not least, what I actually want to talk about is the Warrior Form being sold for $3.2 million. Right now, currently, the Warrior Form has around 750,000 users that are currently on the form. The Warrior Form was actually brought up and brought onto the web around 1997, and it's been the world's leading internet marketing forum since that time. It's the longest lasting internet marketing forum, and personally I think that this forum actually got sold for a lot less than what it's actually worth. Now, it was bought up by a company called freelancer.com, which is a freelance website kind of like Elance that bought the site. Now, what they said is they haven't really released what they plan on doing with it, but they say they're planning on just releasing it as a independent site and letting it run as it is, but they're going to be adding a little bit of new features to it. So be on the lookout for new features within the Warrior Form, maybe even an entirely new look. I don't know personally, but I'm excited to see what they might actually do, considering they haven't had much changes to the Warrior Form since it's been established back in 1997. So with that being said, here's my question of the day. Do you think freelancer.com, since they purchased the Warrior Forum, do you think they will be actually changing the Warrior Forum at all? And do you think this is a good buy or a bad buy? Do you think the Warrior Forum was worth $3.2 million? Was it worth more or less? So leave me a comment down below letting me know what you actually think about this purchase from Freelancer to the Warrior Forum. And that's all I got for you today. I'm Jeremy Watson, and thank you for watching this episode of I Am Great. Talk to you later.